It's always challenging because it's a gamble. You know, penalties, no matter how much you have practiced them, you are never really too sure what's going to come out in the match because the pressure, the anxiety, there are a whole lot of things that happen in the mind of the player at that time.
We're never satisfied when it's a draw. When we draw, it feels like a loss, you know, we always want to win. It was disappointing, but at the end of the day, we just have to accept it and go and rectify what we couldn't do and the mistakes that we did in the game.
They worked hard second half and they got the goals. By the time we trying to come back from the game, it was too little too late. We got a late goal, but it wasn't enough to get us a point.
We managed to push them back in various occasions where they'd made errors in their half. And I was happy with the way we were pressing from the top. I was happy to see the goal that we scored. We worked on it from training and it came up on the match.
Now everybody starts to feel that confidence of saying, okay, now we have started the rhythm of winning. You know, we have started the rhythm of having those W's. Now we can start challenging for 3 points. Now we can start challenging to take the team where it deserves to be.
It's a big month for us. We'll be traveling the league, Telkom Cup finals. I've pleaded with the players to speak to their families, but we have already planned before. We spoke to the players, especially when we had the international break, the FIFA break. We gave them 3 international breaks. We gave them about 5 days off. So we gave them time to say, guys, these are your holidays. If you have time, take off, go away with your families. But we can speak like that, but the children are at school. So we don't really have a holiday, but we chose to live this life. We chose to be professional football people, and that's the package. You can't have the cake and eat it.
When I saw the calendar, seeing the games is every 3 days, you had to tell yourself that there's no Christmas, no spending time with the family, but we knew it's coming. We put ourselves in that position. We put ourselves in the final. We put ourselves in the group stage of Champions League, and also we're still defending our title in the PSL. It's nothing new to us. We're prepared, and we're looking forward to this run. Hopefully that we can get the momentum going, because when you play every 3 days and you're winning, you just want to play some more, and that momentum kicks in, and it can only help you at the end of the day. So we're looking forward to it and up for the challenge.
And now the Champions League, home games must be won. If you can get 3 points away from home and you win your games at home, you're done. And you'll top the log, because mathematically it cancels itself. It's the way it is. 12 points, you're top of the log. 10 points, 9 will make you qualify. But you don't want to face the big boys, because teams are seeded. So we shouldn't do what we did last year. What we didn't do right last year is we led the log and we left it to Wydad in the last game, where we should have led the log and they beat us here. It made us in the quarterfinal face Al Ahly. Fortunately, the game went in our favor, but you don't want to be putting yourself in that space of playing Al Ahly. We could have played Horoya. I'm not saying we are doubting ourselves to play any big boy that's coming, but why do you want to fight big boys when you can find a team that you believe that is less stronger than the other one?
I'm very happy, and I'm getting game time. I'm much better than last season, because last season bengidlala kancane. But I've been working very hard at home and at training. The coach has been guiding me and the players have been guiding me. You know, I can also improve from my performances, but I'm happy and I'm progressing very well. So obviously, i-chance izofika. So maybe i-chance ngayibamba ngezandla zombili. So ngijabule kakhulu.
At the start of the game, we were fine-tuning the areas which we need to get into, because we said when the ball is wide, we need to put the ball in the box for Alfonso, and that's how we scored. The ball was wide, we put it in and scored with a header. Set pieces, the same thing. We knew that the way they defend their set pieces, it's not proper, because we knew on our certain corners we will get them on free kicks, and that's where we scored. So it's the small details that you're happy, then you see it comes up in the game, and obviously with those new players also getting on the score sheet, and it just helps for the morale of the team, because everybody's pitching in.
I think it was a good start. 3 points, 3 goals, 0 goals conceded. Can't ask for more than that. And we played well. We pushed the ball around, we dominated, we passed the ball well. Of course, always a challenge in the final third to convert the chances, because we make a lot of chances. So far, so good. It's a good start. What you need is, you need to stay top of the group.
If anything, I think in our country especially, we need more brands to support a girl child. I know a lot of people will think, but everyone is assisting young women. Who's assisting the boys? I can tell you that till this day, we're not even close to having like 50% of successful women who are CEOs. So for a company like Sundowns to fund young girls and give them a startup, for instance, with my journey, I got 20,000 Rand in the beginning. And I can tell you, I paid for my school fees, I was able to register a company from that money. So for brands to actually invest money in girls, that just means that, they're very positive about the direction of where South Africa's going. And this should be an example to all other brands to say, invest not just your time, but even money into young girls so that they can reach their dreams and become a success.
Having grown up loving the sport and playing the sport in high school, primary school, I really want to take time to give back to small teams that consist of women. Earlier this year, there was the Women's Football World Cup, and I just saw how it didn't receive as much attention and love as AFCON has, as the Rugby World Cup has, and I really want people to recognize women in football just as important and just as influential and talented as the male side of football.
I am a football YouTuber, actually the first and only female South African football YouTuber. I should be the next Mamelodi Sundowns because I am a football fan and a South African football fan. I understand South African football in general, the culture, the fan culture, and I think that is really important. Before being on the Sundowns, you need to understand football and South Africans and how they relate to South African football.
I'm a Mamelodi Sundowns fan, and it's not because I'm from Mamelodi, but it's because of what they stand for and the activities and how they support my community. So I'm here because I want to be a beam of light. I want to show my community that, yes, we get like the Christmas year-end party, but it's not just about that. It's all the work that the Motsepe Foundation has done, from the K Motsepe Cup to fixing laboratories. I can go on and on and on and on. So I'm just here to be a beam of hope and light in my community and just to have fun and experience.
Normally we say it's better when you're a judge, but I can say today I think I would have rather been a contestant and let the judges, do the picking, because it was so difficult to eventually pick a top 4. Because at the end of the day, Sundowns is not a brand that just looks at like outer beauty. It also looks at inside, As Sundowns, as much as we're giving back to the girls, we also need the girls to also give back to the brand. So it was a two-way thing. And if anything, being a judge today was very difficult.
Gauteng Surge has been amazing. The support from the family members and the ladies as well. When they were congratulating each other, it showed that we are ready as women to work together and to grow together as well.
So I'm a very sporty person. I love the outdoors. I'm an adventurous person. And that's something that really attracted me to Miss Mamelodi Sundowns, because it's not your traditional pageant, smile and wave and look at the fans. It's more of getting in with the crowd and being one and being relatable and having fun and just enjoying yourself. And that's what actually attracted me to Miss Mamelodi Sundowns.
Standing here, I can't describe this feeling. It's just like, it's excitement. I want to cry. I want to laugh. I want to go home and show my dad. It's just mixed emotions right now.
Great ending to my night. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow as Miss Sundowns princess for Gauteng, for my beautiful, beautiful province.
I'm a princess now. And I get to represent my brand within my community, and I can get to just branch out and touch the people's lives within my community and be a beacon of hope within Mamelodi.
Going to Morocco, it's always exciting. You're looking forward to the atmosphere, and because we've been there numerous occasions. The people, they know Sundowns by now. They know the coach, all the players. So for us as players, going there to experience the way the fans cheer on the team in the stadium is just fantastic, and we enjoy going there. We love playing there.
So it's good to be around in Morocco. We have earned the respect as Mamelodi Sundowns and as individuals. It all comes with international football. You got to cross the borders and show what you have and see what other people do and measure what you're doing in South Africa internationally. It's an international football. And then you get humbled and then you say, oh, okay, we're not that bad. I mean, if you look at the world rankings, the way they come, Man United is not far away from us. Club Brugge that just got Pepsi now, they're even just one above us. It's really, really good for the brand, for the team. The team can always tell its sponsors to say, do you want to be linked and related to an international brand that is ranked in the world at this level, rather than the usual notion in South Africa to say, who's got more supporters than the others?
For me, the last time we faced Wydad was the semi-final. We played the first leg here in Morocco. To get that away goal, for me, it was great. But you want to get on the winning side when we're traveling from the hotel to the training. Guys are talking about winning. We need to break the ice. These guys are giving us a tough time when we come in their backyard, of course, with the help of their supporters. I think we are used to it now. We just have to get that thing out of our bag. We're looking forward to it on Saturday. Hopefully we get this one right now.
Training session has been okay. The pitch, not too good, but we've been at worse pitches before and we didn't look into that too much. The guys done well on training. We know our movements, what we have to do with our strengths and weaknesses. So things are looking up. Hopefully we get our first win in Morocco. I think everybody's on the same page because when the talks go at the dinner table on the field, you will hear that we can get the 3 points here. We need to win here. And I think it's about time. I just have that feeling that the 3 points on the cards. I think it's going to take guts, determination. It's going to be that games where you need to craft the result. You need to fight. Who wants it more? Obviously, you know they're playing home. They'll come at you guns blazing. So you need to be strong. You need to show your arrogance in that way to say that we've been here before. This is nothing new to us. So you need to stamp your authority from the first whistle and show them that this star is not here by chance. And we're here to get a second star.
What I've told the players about coming to Wydad is that before we never scored a goal. So we found a goal, but we haven't found a win. The monkey's still on our back. When are we going to break the ice? Difficult team, big team. They don't give much away. We find chances. We create even the chance, but we haven't taken it. And we haven't came out here with a 0 behind. We always comes out here, we have conceded a goal. Now we need to keep a 0 behind. And after keeping a 0 behind, we should try and score a goal. That's it. There's no any other formula. If you play cleverly and don't even become emotional on train saying you have to win, because of course we want to win, we play to win. But the reality also might help on this situation where you are top of the log, they're 2 points behind you, that when you play them, they must never be 1 point ahead if they win. So what do? You need to keep them where they are. Even if you get a draw, as much as we want to win, we play to win. But if you get the draw, because the game says, this game you must get a draw, take it.
Every season we meet each other somewhere down the line. So that relationship has grown and the players know each other, the coaches know each other, teams as well. So that's why people are saying it's like African derby. These two is always meeting each other at some point. But the rivalry is good. I think both teams are very competitive. It's always a very tight game between the two.
Yeah, the atmosphere is always amazing, you know. It's always feel good to play in those kind of games. We always face the same challenge whenever we play with that. They always press us high, so we needed to play the ball quicker. In terms of set pieces, you know, they are very dangerous. They're quality players who can put the quality crosses and the aerials. They are good. So those are the kind of challenges that we were facing. We try to deal with them the way we always do.
Yeah, obviously we're going to a game to win, but we always tell ourselves that we shouldn't lose. So I think going away to get a point there in Wydad was a good point because you need to look at the conditions and the team itself. and the log standing as well. You need to be calculated in those sort of things because we won our first game and all the teams they drew. For us, getting a point away was good. It still keeps us on top of the log and we still have 2 home games to go, but we need to get a win as well away, so just to make it a bit easier to progress out of the group.
To travel all the way from Morocco to land on a Monday, you don't even get enough rest. The next day you're in camp again preparing for the game against Stellenbosch. This game is really a game that is gonna need an extra kick from us. Although they may be down there, but that's the most dangerous kind of teams because they want to get themselves out of danger. And at the same time, we just need to make sure that we keep the gap between us and the log leaders short. We shouldn't allow ourselves to open the gap because it's not going to be easy in the second round. We need to make sure that we keep as close as possible because this is a long journey. We don't know how far they can go, but we've been in this situation before. We know how to drag the league and we know how to finish it off. So it's only for us to make sure that we keep close and make sure that the game against Stellenbosch will get maximum points in order for us to keep close to the log leaders, and we'll see how far they can go.
There was quite a few changes in the team, but it was expected. It's not like it came as a surprise to the guys because they knew beforehand, even before we played the Wydad, that there'll be a different lineup for the Stellenbosch game.
On 3 guys. 1, 2, 3,
When you face the new boys in the league, they play Sundowns, all those big teams. They want to show themselves that they're not here by mistake. They want to prove themselves. And we knew it was going to be a difficult game, but we didn't get off to a good start. We were a bit shaky and the guys were still lethargic in the first half, but we knew they were going to sit in and try and hit us on the counter, and that's exactly what they did. They played off our mistakes. Just the one cross that they got in the air, getting the ball in the box, they're very good in that, and they scored. But we kept playing our normal game. We didn't show any sign of panic. We just stuck to our principles and played the way we normally play, and it showed. Sometimes it just takes that awakening to tell the guys, you need to catch a wake up because we 1-0 behind. And that's exactly what we did half-time. Coach had worded us, strong word. We needed that. Things that we addressed was the small details, the things that we take for granted, just coming in front of the thrower. I mean, those small things that we neglected because that's how they scored. We rectified those things second half and it showed.
Now Sundowns battling away in that penalty area and Stellenbosch making a real meal of it. Still, Zwane goes down, the crowd says the penalty. What's the referee decided? I think he's giving it. Yeah.
When I was standing there with the ball, I was looking at the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper was looking at their bench. I had a thought that they were telling him that, no, this side, because the last past 2 penalties, I was hitting them on my left-hand side, So by the time I go to the ball, immediately I reach the ball. It was leaning to the left side, so that's why I changed the direction. After that penalty, you can see the feeling that we can win this game.
Yes, Zwane, lovely ball inside, they've won it here!
After Iphume sent up back in Gerrit Kati, we had a lot of freedom because they were 1 man down. So we were able to go in the middle and make combination plays. We were able to break them.
At first, I didn't even think about the penalty. I just thought of taking the ball, and because I know what I'm capable of inside the box. I always got those goals at training. It's not something new to me, and it's not something new to the guys. They know when I receive the ball inside the box, I pass the net. I can shoot, but not like how Klompokegana shoots.
The guys did well to finish the game off strong because we ended up scoring 3 goals. Only positive going forward. And I think with a team that shows they can still do the job no matter who's in the pitch, it just shows the 32 players that's at Sundowns, we're on the same page. And no matter if it's the league or it's the cup, we're all willing to go and ready to go. That's all that matters, it's winning on the pitch.
been a very long time since we played in a cup final, and it's really a good feeling. It reminds us of the times we played in 2016 where we played a lot of cup finals. For us to be there, it's a plus because we really need to get back into dominating the domestic cups. Although we've been winning the league, but the domestic cups we haven't been doing so well. In the MTN8 we got knocked out in the semi-finals. At least now we're in the finals of the Telkom knockout, and we're looking forward to bringing this cup back home. It's been in our cabinet and we gave it away, but I think now it's time for it to come home.
It's going to be a very, very demanding match, obviously, to play Maritzburg in the final. You can just tell by the way they've managed to beat Chiefs to go to the final. They are a very, very hard team. They run, they fight for every ball. So if we match that, I think we stand a chance of winning the match.
The cup games are different than the league because we played them on the league in the first stages of the season. We managed to win 2-1 and it was difficult. If you look at their record, they've got a good defensive. I watched the game against Kaizer Chiefs. They were well organized. They fight for every inch. I think Eric has done very well compared to the team it was last season. It's going to be a difficult game. They are not there by fluke in the final. For us to beat them, it's going to need teamwork, it's going to need individual players, which I believe we have. We just have to be switched on the day. Hopefully that we can lift the trophy, because we missed out on the MTN8 Cup. The beauty again of the football is that it gives you a second chance. We are in the final, so we might as well go and win it.
Whenever I play, I want to win something. Respective of Telkom, League, Nedbank, I want to win it. Because I want to, whenever I retire, I want to show people that didn't have the chance to watch me that these are the things that I won when I was playing. For me, it's very important to win this cup.
That's in range of Mamelodi. Here he comes again. Oh, Mamelodi with a chance! Mamelodi with a goal!
I feel they had that belief in them. They felt like they could get something out of the game. Even when they scored their first goal, you could see that suddenly they have that extra energy that they could get more. It was a tough game because of the mistake that I did. It was a huge mistake. It nearly cost us the game. After making a mistake, the only thing you could do is get up and try to fix your mistake. You need to get back on your feet. You can't quit. That's what we don't do here. Dennis came to me and then he lifted me up and said, let's keep on going. We're going to win the game.
The comeback was fantastic from the guys because we kept on going and we never lost hope, which is the mentality that we need at Sundowns because football can just change in a minute if you give your best.
I never even panicked because I saw how we dominated the position of the match and how we could find each other every time we put the ball on the ground. And I knew we were going to create chances. Eventually we got a goal and I knew once we scored that goal, it was for us to really take it.
In particular, oh! He's got another one!
That's the Sundowns I know, and especially in the second half, I was so proud of the guys that they were pulling strings. The only thing that us at the back that we can do for them is win the ball back for them and give it to them and keep on going at them.
It's all over. Sundowns have won the Telkom knockout.
I think when the final whistle went, my body just gave in like, now I'm tired, let me rest. I was so happy that finally the game is finished and we got the gold medal.
We're having a very difficult season. A lot of games, a lot of traveling, a lot of injuries here and there. For us to be able to lift a trophy when we have been running up and down, playing in and out of the country, it shows that we have the depth in the team, the fighting spirit and the belief, because we are still behind in the league with the log leaders, but we need to keep fighting. So for us to at least grab one trophy right now, it puts pressure on the guys leading the league because there's no guarantee that they've won the league already. But it's up to us to chase them, probably find them or go past them. We still have the Champions League ahead of us. We still have the Nedbank. Whoever grabs the trophy right now is in the comfort zone. So we're still in the driving seat, behind by points, but we believe that we can find them and probably go ahead of them as time goes on.
2019 has brought back the vibe in Mamelodi Sundowns. We're really looking forward to emulating what happened in 2016, whereby we had a lot of cups in our cabinet and were able to parade all those cups. And considering the fact that this is the 50th year celebration for the club, so we really want to do very well and make sure that when we celebrate at the end of the season, we have a lot of trophies to showcase and be able to enjoy our last few months of the league and make sure that we do the best that we can to retain all the remaining cups.
Confirmation that Mamelodi Sundowns have won this glorious piece of silverware. They are the 2019 Telkom Knockout Champions. Celebrations begin for the Brazilians.
Spaghetti and the marshmallows.